Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TWRL F3 Round 4 at China. It's the third time of me saying that, but we had a restart due to a lag glitch thing. And basically now it's obviously we've got custom grids from qualifying, which I'll run through as quickly as I can, and then it's straight into the race just before the F2 streams. I'll skip through that. And I think we're going straight to the grid. I hope not, but I'll run through qualifying quickly. So this is it. Is for some reason Azapao is on pole. I'm hoping that changes, and it's just a bit of a glitch. Oh no, there we go. I think it's changed. Yep, there we go. It's all changed. We're all good. Anyway, so the person who got pole was Drummer Boy. Then it was FakeXTerra, followed by TRA Reese. Then Squidgy Genie in the Ferrari, and then the Sauber P5. The Sauber's on good form recently. Then we have the Haas of Anov, Danny the Man in the Red Bull, and then we have Faction Parla, F1XL Roland, Elite L Dog, Alan, Gizmo, Azapao, F1XL Scar 3, and then Sambo rounding out the grid. Obviously qualifying, it was dry for like 40 seconds, then there was rain, just to let people know. So yeah, the order's all sort of messed up and weird for the race, so a lot of ground to be made and maybe some ground to be lost for some of the guys. But as now we are underway again, I should say, but not for you guys. Here we go, 5 red lights, and we are underway. Can the Red Bull get a good start like last time? It does seem to. He's going to have to defend the inside from FakeXTerra, but overall, see, everything seems to be going well. A lot of people 3 wide as the Ferrari set to brake really early. The Mercedes' rise has actually just gone out wide. FakeXTerra is going to look on the inside of the Red Bull. He can't seem to get the move done. Squidgy Genie now P3 due to the mistake from the Mercedes, which is not amazing. He didn't have the best of luck, as the Force India of Elite L Dog is actually round. He did that in qualifying. He's done it again in a race, and now he's lost a lot of positions. However, going down the field, a lot of people trying to get up some places. Roland just got past Danny the Man. Roland has actually made some good ground as Azapao is up to P9 and is battling away with the Mercedes, who did lose out all the positions after having quite a alright start from qualifying. As Azapao has actually now dropped down the order to P13. I'm not too sure what has happened with him. He's gone onto the grass and he's lost out massively there, but on his first race, I should say, on the debut. But looking forward, the Sauber has just sort of dropped back from the Red Bull with Drummer Boy, and now the Ferrari of Squidgy Genie, and then the Haas of Anna, who's made some good ground, as we have got yellow flags in set 3 of F1XL Scar 3. He appeared to have had a moment, I'm not too sure what, he's outbroke himself massively there. But moving on to the long straight between turn 13 and turn 14, everyone is so close. We actually have Danny the Man and F1XL Roland's going side by side here, going into turn 14. Danny will have the inside line, which is the better place to be, and he does seem to get the move done potentially, but actually no, Roland is still there. He's trying to go too wide into the final corner. It looks like Danny's going to have to fold. He's going to have the outside now going into turn 1 unless he can get the move done beforehand, but the Mercedes behind, he's going to make it 3 wide going into turn 1 potentially. No, he's dropped off there, probably the right thing to do, but Squidgy Genie and Anna have actually gone wide the house, which has now allowed the Sauber, potentially a bit of contact, have gotten 6 past. They're banging wheels. He doesn't want to give up this position. He's going to be on for a good result here, but the Sauber, he needs this, gotten 6. He's someone who potentially could get the championship, as he has now got P4 with his teammate in P2 there. Danny Man nearly outbroke himself, and he was looking on the inside of the Sauber, but he decided against it, as we have got a couple of pitters already, Alan Tosh being one of them, Faction Parla and Azapao all pitting, but due to it only being a 25% pitting this early, it may not have that much of a effect for the guys. But we have a huge battle down here for pretty much P4, mainly P5. We've got 6, Danny Man and F1XL Roland in the Renault, and then Reese, just behind us. Roland's gone a bit wide and nearly pushed Reese out. Reese is going to have the inside though for turn 11. Can he get the move done? Roland is still there, as F1XL Discovery has actually retired from the session, which is a shame. He hasn't actually got any points yet this season, and it does seem that China is not his day either. But Danny the Man, he's going to be sitting behind the Sauber, gotten 6. Quite a big gap now between the leaders forming. But Danny Man, he's looking on the inside. Very close between the two. He's going to hog the inside, try and get the move done. Can he? Yes, he can, as we also have Rise actually, or Reese, sorry, I keep getting it mixed up, into P7, so he's trying to make some better ground. Who's that? Danny and who was it? Oh, got on 6 actually, he's dived into pit. I wonder why he sort of jumped back in that circumstance, but looking further down the field, everything seems sort of a bit more relaxing now. I think Gotten 6 actually has front wing damage, I believe, but all the way at the end being the Sauber. But I'm going to get back on board with the fighting that there is with Roland, Gizmo and Rise. As Rise and Roland were battling, and Gizmo now is trying to benefit from this. He's had a good start, Gizmo. It's all close between the two. I believe Gizmo's actually on a set of softs there, which he is. So he's in a good position for the overall of the race if he can stick where he is on that set of softs. As the Hassanov, he's closing to Squidgy Genie further on, but losing some time to Fake Xterra and Drummer Boy, I should say. But we still have this battle for P6 because Roland is still behind the Mercedes, and then the Ferrari's just a little bit behind as well. So Roland's actually nearly losing the back end there going out in turn 10. I know it is quite easy to do, but he's gone very deep in there. This is going to allow the Ferrari to close up, and potentially we can get a good exit. This is all that matters around here, if you can get that good exit for the straight. Didn't seem to get the smoothest one, but he is gaining on Roland. He will have the DRS, he will have the slipstream, I should say, going into turn 14, as Roland's much later on the brakes. But Gizmo's still going to try and make the move stick, but he doesn't seem to. I think the Supersofts have still got their sort of wear and tear in them and are ready to carry on and just give it all they've got. So Roland, he needs to try and make some ground here, or maybe even try and undercut potentially, you know, on the guys in front, and maybe even the guys behind, get a better lead. Because what has happened up here, it looks like the Hassanov is, he's on the inside of Squidgy Genie, the Ferrari. He was closing the Haas, but I didn't expect him to close this much in such a short time. He has got the move done though, and he is on for a podium at the minute, but everything can change. We are only on lap 4 of 14. It's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. The F1 race was incredible last time out, and the F3 does seem to be going the same way. Just sticking on board with Elite L-Dog, the man in the Force India here. I don't know if he wasn't one of the people who made a stop, but he did have that spin, and I believe he does have front wing damage on the front right, which is not what he needs. The Ferrari of Squidgy Genie is still trying to stick to the back of the Haas, as many people may see what I did there. But overall, some gaps forming, only about a second, so a little mistake can definitely cost. As Danny the man in the Red Bull, he's up into P5 after starting P8, I believe he started. Maybe P7, one of them. I believe it was P7 actually. He's now sort of trying to chase down the Ferrari of Squidgy Genie. He's lost out a fair bit, and now there's 4.2 seconds between the front, well, the front two and then third there. It's very late on the brakes from the Ferrari. As I'm jumping on board with his teammate of AOR Gizmo, who's actually Drum Boy's in the pit on lap 4, so maybe an early start from him, but will be an interesting call. I don't know if anyone else is going to think about diving in. It doesn't seem it. See, a lot of these guys are on softs, and then yeah, obviously the guys on the mediums will just be going for the rest. But Drummer Boy, where is he going to come out? He is out now. Don't think the guys further back here are going to be much of a threat, sadly. As we have got yellow flag set to 1, I think Roland's had a moment. I think he may have gone straight on. I don't know completely what happened, but he was nearly in the wall, and Sambo in the other Force India is going to have to try and make his way past the injured Renault, you could say. But Drum Boy came out in P10, and then Gotten 6 was, what, 13 seconds behind, so massive gap there. But so Drum Boy is going to want to put in those laps. I'll see what time he's gone onto a set of soft, so put in the best laps he can to try and just, you know, keep onto the lead and stretch the gap out to Fake Xterra. The Sambo has got past Roland, which I think was expected, especially in the Sector 2 section here they are in, due to the downforce that you need. Like turn 7, 8 and 9 as well, and well, the two sort of left-handers of 9 and 10 now, you need a good exit from them. But going further down, the Ferrari of Squidgy Genie's closing to the Haas. He doesn't want to sit in the slipstream, but he will have DRS. So an interesting strategy here is the Haas has actually gone defensive and actually gone late on the brakes, and the Ferrari is trying to benefit from that. He nearly got the move done. It could have been a great move from him if he could have got it. It does actually maybe seem going into the final corner that he got the move done. We need a better camera angle, thank you game. But we have got one of the Saubers of Fake Xterra in the pit, so this is for sort of the lead here between the Ferrari, the Haas is now actually switching back onto the inside. He's got the move done, but the Ferrari's now going on the inside. But now Anav's going to have the inside potentially. Oh, there's a bit of contact between the two, but nothing too bad at the minute. Oh, I say that as he's gone onto the grass. He hasn't lost any damage. He's going to have to just carry on and hopefully try not to lose the position to Rise. But Rise is looking on the inside of the Ferrari. He hasn't managed to get the move done at the minute. But further on, the Red Bull is chasing down the Haas, as we have got some more pitters of Sambo and Roland. So this is promoted Drummer Boy. He's into P7, and the Fake X Terror, who he's at the back of him now. So it did seem that maybe in terms of strategy, that staying out from Fake X Terror was the better call, because he's only 8 attempts behind him now. So it will be interesting to see with the guys further on, but where they've been battling, it definitely will be costing them. But we can only wait and see, as the Mercedes he's had a look but decided against it. The Red Bull, he needs a good exit here. Probably doesn't want to lift off too much in order to get a good exit. But the Haas has got an incredible one there. But with the slipstream and the DRS, will it be able to pull him? It's such a long straight that you can get so much speed. But from the looks of things, it's not happening. Obviously, by setup, it's all very late on the brakes from the Red Bull, or maybe early from the Haas. Just looking at that, as we have got yellow flags in sector 2, is it the Sauber have gotten 6? Is sadly round the man who I believe won Australia, as he has now left the session, sadly, from him. But we have got the Haas Anov in the pit, and then we also have the Ferrari of Squidgy Genie and Elite Eldor coming in. A man on the soft, so doing half the race on soft, half on super soft from the looks of things. But we have got Fake X Terror now closing to the back of the Red Bull of Drummer Boy. Where is the Haas of Anov going to come out? I don't know if he had a front wing change, but not near. But going into turn 1, well, sector 1 I should say, or turn 2 now. Fake X Terror, he's trying to bring the fight to Drummer Boy. He's definitely got the pace. He's shown this, you know, across the races, and he's going to give it the best bet. I know, obviously, with the rerun at Japan, a lot of these guys are going to want to get some good points. You know, they haven't raced in 2 weeks in TWRL, so maybe forgotten what their competition is like, as Sambo is maybe finding out his competition of the McLaren of Factual Impala, as Fake X Terror is probably thinking the same with Drummer Boy. Two guys who you've got to think have a good chance of getting the championship here, but we will have to just wait and see on that front. There's a good exit from the Sauber. He's all over the back of the Red Bull. Will he be able to get a move done? He's going on the outside. I don't know if he'll be able to get this done. He didn't. A bit on the bit wide there, but nothing too crucial. We need Drummer Boy actually hitting the grass. That could lose him a fair bit of speed, and it's gonna be all about turn 14 in this long straight. Will Fake X Terror be able to close in enough to the Red Bull and get the move done? He's getting a good toe there. He's probably going to look on the outside. Can he get the move done? The Red Bull, he's taken a good line there. Oh, the Sauber's actually been squeezed out a little bit as the top 3 have all come into the pit on lap 8. So, you know, all the similar calls from them. So keep an eye on where they're going to come out in terms of everyone else. But yeah, Drummer Boy and Fake X Terror, they're sort of just leading away here, and just definitely the fight for the win on lap 8, as Anov's in 3rd, and he's sort of there comfortably. Danny the man, he thought, oh, he's not, nearly been cut up by the Ferrari of Squidgy Genie. That was dangerous from the Ferrari driver. Could have been an incident which no one would want to see. Obviously Squidgy Genie, he did actually crash out before the restart, and he's on for P4 at the minute, but he does have Danny the man and also the Merc only 2 seconds back, as Elite Eldog has just got past Factual Impala. I believe, was it Sambo now is on the back of Roland. Got on 6 down in 14th. Obviously he did leave as the wheels, look how cool they look like that. Anyway, Azabal down in 13th, so not scoring any points today as it stands, but you know, you never know what can happen. It's league racing, it's what we all say. That's one of the, you know, the beauties with league racing. Anything can change, which, you know, it happened in F1 last night. Literally on the final corner, people who were going to get, well, it would have been King Liam and then Jolly, 1st and 2nd, they both ended up crashing out on the final corner and finished like 5th and 7th, I believe. So anything can change. As I said, it's league racing. The Ferrari's had to, I think he actually braked there. This could compromise him to the Red Bull. He's going to get the DRS. He's going to sit in a slipstream. He's getting a decent run. He's going to look on the outside, which a lot of people seem to be opting for. No one seems to be going on the inside so much. A lovely helicopter cam here, as they are side by side, but it looks like the Ferrari of Squidgy is going to hold on to position. But going further up the field, it does seem that Fake Terror cannot get past Drummer Boy as it stands. But have to wait and see on that front, as Reese has caught up massively to the back of Danny Man and Squidgy Genie. Squidgy Genie, the Ferrari's gone wide. This has allowed Danny Man just to swoop around. A little bit of contact between the two. So Danny Man now up into P4. He's going to get some decent points for Red Bull, with obviously Drummer Boy currently leading, but he's got Fake Terror. He's just pushed him through that corner. So maybe it shows that Fake Terror is being held by Drummer Boy, but going on further in the race, and further down we have the battle for fourth with Danny the Man, Squidgy Genie, and then Reese as well. And then Squidgy Genie's teammate of Gizmo in P7, only 2 seconds behind, so could close up here. But it doesn't seem that the battle for the lead is happening at this very minute. But sticking on board with the battle for P4. Squidgy Genie seems to actually, he ran wide and he hasn't got the best of speed there, but Rise as well, a little bit wide. But it's all about the exit. Danny Man, he seems to get this right most times, and it's going to help him pull away. Can Rise get a good exit? And then we actually have migrating host there, as I believe Azapow has left the session. Hopefully this doesn't cause too much lag. One can pray, can't they? But anyway, moving on to the race with Rise. He sort of was looking at Gizmo. There we go. He's a second away now. So he is closing to the back of these guys, and it does show that maybe Rise and maybe is being held up from Squidgy Genie. So because Danny Man is, it's only 7/10, so Squidgy Genie will still have DRS, I believe. Yes, he will. Going on to lap 10 now. But it's been an interesting race. A lot of positions made from some of the guys. However, you know, someone like Gotten 6, it hasn't been the day for him, as he is out along with Azapow for a debut. Not the perfect race, and people like Sambo and Roland, as it stands, won't be scoring points, but it could all change. A little mistake and they could be in the points, but for everyone else there's still a lot of ground to be made. A potential change in the lead, as I have just been told off, it's pronounced Reese. I know it's pronounced Reese. I keep changing between Rise and Reese. But I'm going to try and remember. But, you know, I could just do it to annoy them, as the Mercedes of Reese has run a bit wide, and the Ferrari of Squidgy Genie was all over the place there. I think he did maybe lose the back end in turn 10, I believe. And again, all about the exit. It's a well, I was going to say a Ferrari sandwich, you could say, with the Merc in the middle. But it looks like Gizmo's got a good run on him here. He's going to have the DRS, he's going to have the slipstream. As I do say, Reese has taken the inside line. He's much later on the brakes, but this could allow Gizmo for maybe a switchback. No, he hasn't. He hasn't at this current time, as we are on now lap 11. I should point out, as there's been a huge gap to the leaders. So it does sort of show that they're you know, definitely carrying away here. And then the Haas of Anna just trying to keep it clean. That's all he wants. Is Reese and Squidgy Genie, a bit of change in position there. I'm not too sure completely what happened. But I'm going to stick on board with AOR Gizmo, who's sort of just sitting at the back as I say that. But looks like Elite L-Dog and the new driver in the Haas of Alan just battling away with Elite L-Dog now in P8. So we're getting some more points for Force India's Reese. He's looking at the bit of contact between the Ferrari and the Mercedes. The Mercedes seems to be getting sort of restless behind him and wants to get past him as quick as can, so he doesn't lose the position to AOR Gizmo. However, oh my god, they're going too wide here. Can the Ferrari get the move done? This would be absolutely incredible, as the Mercedes, he's had to sort of bail out and lost the back end, but it has promoted AOR Gizmo into P6. So the two Ferraris, P5 and P6 now, with the Mercedes in P7. But it can all change with 3 laps to go here around China, as Fake Stereo has dropped back from Drummer Boy, so going to be some good points for the Red Bull there, and his first win, I believe, in TWRL. I should know this, but no, I can check. It will be, yeah. I sort of knew that, and actually going to be his best finish. He's only finished 7th this season, so he hasn't got that that many points, so this win will really help him out if he wants to go for the championship. And it's something that I've said, the F3 championship, it's so close between everyone. I mean, currently leading is Factually Impala, who's currently in P10, so he's only going to be getting 1 point here today. And then Fake Xterra, who's second, he's currently second actually in the championship as well. And then, well, there is Kane Kenny, however, he is no longer in F3, so it's then Gotten 6 in the Sauber, who sadly hasn't actually finished this race. And then it's Danny the Man, who's up in P4, so some good points. As Mercedes, he's looking on the inside again, he's getting incredibly restless and nearly just cutting the corner completely to try and get past him. But yeah, looking down further in the championship order, people like Sambo, who's P11, he got a podium last time out. Well, I say last time out, in Australia, I believe, due to the rerun at Japan. So round 2 was Australia, round 3 was Japan, which is being rerun at the end of the season. But yeah, a lot of good points from the guys of Mercedes. He's just dive bombed the Ferrari of Gizmo, and he has pretty much pushed him out. Lucky to not have any front wing damage from either of the two, mainly the Mercedes. But it does show that Mercedes is just sort of giving it all, and he wants to get past him. He wants to get some more points, as he hasn't actually finished a race this season. I don't want to commentators curse him, but he is looking on the inside, and that is a huge dive bomb and contact there. The hands going up. You can't blame him. It's yeah, not the cleanest of driving from the Mercedes here. But further up the field, Fake Xterra, he's closing into Drummer Boy on lap 13, but I'm going to stick on board with the Mercedes on the Ferrari of Gizmo and see how this battle goes. Oh, there is contact. The Mercedes, he's gone in deep and he has hit the back of Gizmo, and now he's heading towards the wall. Yeah, that's his day. Potentially done. It's going to boost some of these guys into the points, potentially. He's going to want to try and still finish. I did sort of commentators curse it. He's in P10, so he is still getting some points, but he's got no front wing, and he's got Sambo sort of just behind him. So it does seem that the Mercedes day is not going how he would like, which is a shame for him, as we have got Roland in the pit there. So weird, I don't know what's happening. Oh, he's getting a front wing changed, which is interesting. But the Force India Sambo, it could be on for some points now after his podium last time out. So, you know, trying to get some more points, helping out Force India with a guy in 7th and potentially 6th closing. Is all right? He's actually out. He's lost a wheel. I don't know where this is, this bit of track. I think it's going into turn 10, I believe. He's lost it here. Obviously, without the front wing, it's definitely a struggle for him. But also further on, Squidgini, he's had a moment. He's now lost 2 positions to Gizmo and Elite L-Dog. Not too sure what happened to the Ferrari. Oh, he's late on the brakes. He's actually lost his front wing to Elite L-Dog there on lap 14. Well, the final lap, but not for those guys. Will Squidgini stay out? He should do. As it is Reese, sorry, not Rise. I've been told that again. Oh, Reese Rise, it does not matter. But I think what matters for him is, sadly, that is 3 DNFs in a row for the man, and not a good start of the season for him. But we still have this battle for P5 with Elite L-Dog all over the back of the Ferrari. But further on, we have Fake Xterra still trying to close to the back of the Red Bull of Drummer Boy on the final lap here, ladies and gentlemen, I should say. So it'll be interesting to see how this does play out. But I think that the Red Bull may still have it. He's going very late on the brakes there, the Sauber. He wants to try and get as close as he can as Elite L-Dog. He's looking on the inside there of turn 9, and then a bit compromised through turn 10. But the Haas driver, Alan Tosh, is now on the back of the Ferrari. He sort of snuck out of nowhere, but I'm going to stick on board with the front 2 here of Drummer Boy and Fake Xterra. Could there be a late change of the lead? Fake Xterra, he's gone for the switchback on the Red Bull. Could it be just a carbon copy of what happened in F1? Will it be contact in the final corner? We hope not. But Fake Xterra, he's on the outside. He's been ran wide a bit. Oh, nearly a little bit of contact. But Drummer Boy's going to come home, and he's going to get the win. Fake Xterra comes home in 2nd. He tried to grab the win at the last minute, but didn't manage to. Anov in the Haas, grabbing 3rd. Good result from him. Danny Man P4. I think there was contact there between Elite L-Dog and Squidgy, as Elite L-Dog's just retired from the session. even though there's only 2 corners to go, so he won't be getting any points, which will mean Roland will. But Danny the Man P4 for Red Bull, so some good points overall for them. And then P5 Alan Tosh, again Haas getting some good points. P6 for the Ferrari of Gizmo and P7. And then Faction Impala coming home P8. Sambo in the Force India will be coming home in P9. So getting 2 points for him. And then Roland, who is on the back straight at the minute, will come home in P10 and grab the final point up to offer. But yeah, there was contact there between, I think, Elite Eldog and Squidgy Genie, the Ferrari and the Force India. Yeah, retirement from Elite Eldog. I'm not too sure why he did, but yeah, he's obviously quite annoyed with the incident, but staying well with Roland, as he will be our final point finisher. And as I will quickly say, after this, make sure you stick around for the F2 stream, which will literally be happening in like 15 minutes time. I have to end this com for F3 and then race in F2, so you get to see me race there and try and get a point. That's what I'm going for. I'm in the Toro Rosso team, and we actually got the race win at China in F1, so got to try and get some decent points for us here. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I will show you this quickly. So, getting the win was Drummer Boy. He started pole, he got the win, he got the 25 points, he got everything he needed from the race. Coming home in second was Fake X Terror, and then Anna in third, the guys on the podium, as you can see. And then we have Danny, Drummer Boy's teammate of Danny Man, who's apparently New Zealand in P4. And then the Scotsman of Alan Tosh, and then we have AOR Gizmo, Squidgy Genie, Faction Impala, Sambo and Roland, all getting the points around. And sadly, we did lose Elite L-Dog, the Sauber of Gotten 6, Reese, Scar, and Azapal on his debut as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been it for China. TWRL at F3, and yeah, remember, head over to, well, I was going to say head over, just stick on this channel for about 15 minutes, and then the F2 stream will be live for round 4 of China of F2. Oh, my voice is knackered, but it's been a good one. I will see you all next week. And as for the track, oh, now I am actually confused. I was going to let you know the track, but I don't know. What's after China? It's Italia. But yes, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all later.